Monty Williams, Coach, great to see you. Congratulations on your new job and the excitement that comes along with that, and a franchise of historic nature that you now will become a part of that legacy. And I know we'll talk about this. There's been a lot of talk about restoring a Pistons feel to the Motor City.
Yeah, I'm grateful that I'm grateful to have a job. I try not to ever lose sight of the fact that I'm employed and have been in the NBA for as long as I have. Something that I hope I never lose sight of or take for granted, and to be a part of this organization with Troy and with Arn to restore the Pistons to where they were. It's a huge blessing for me and my family, and I'm looking forward to not just the future, but the process of being able to get to know the group, grow with Troy, but also have my family grow in a different part of the country. There's so many layers to our jobs that I've been blessed to be a part of, and so it's not just for me, it's for my family. For sure, and they're excited as well.
And we talk about the family, of course. We'll run it down, starting with, my nieces, Layel, Faith, Jana, and then my nephews, Elijah and Micah. The whole Williams crew. Shout out to Lisa, of course. Glad you're doing better. You have an opportunity. You built programs. You built a program in New Orleans. You built a program in Phoenix. Now you're building a young group with a significant amount of talent, and you're coming in now to give them that direction. What was your first message to this group when you got a chance to talk?
Well, shout out to my stepson, Caden. I hope he's watching also. He's a pretty good quarterback in Texas high school. But in respect to the team, first, thank you for the kind words. I've been blessed to be a part of great staffs and people that have partnered with us to, rebuild programs or be a part of the process of rebuilding programs. In respect to the first message that I told the players, I just wanted them to understand how much I enjoy the work. I enjoy getting to know new players and being a part of their process. I told them to judge me based on who we are right now and going forward. And in my individual conversations with guys, I've just talked to them about the work that goes into it. Just because I'm coming to the program with a new system and some things that are different and other variables that go into it, that doesn't mean anything. There's a lot that goes into laying a foundation, which Troy has already done, but then we got to build on that. And so we have a sweet spot right now to take advantage of. And those are things that I'm excited about, and there's a number of things I've talked to the players about since the day I got the job, so I'm looking forward to getting started. And
of course, you and I had a number of conversations during the brief amount of time that, you were unemployed. What was it about Detroit that you said, okay, because originally you weren't thinking about coaching this year. What was it about Detroit that made you say, yes, this is the opportunity for me?
It was Troy and the timing of it all. I had a family situation that just would not allow for me to even think about coaching or extending my career as a coach. I thought when I was in Phoenix, I may have to take the summer off just because of our family situation. But when I was let go, I just said, look, I'm going to take the year off, maybe two, because I never took for granted that somebody was going to call me and give me a job. And so I had gotten my mind and heart set on just being at home, driving my family crazy, and fishing a little bit and golfing or tearing up a golf course. But when Troy called me at the right time, right when we found out that our family medical situation could be a bit better, his vision, his trust in me, and then the generosity of Mr. Gores set the table for me to approach getting back into it again. And then when I talked to my mentor, Pastor Bill, he was instrumental in me making a good decision. And then Lisa was on board, my girls were on board, and the boys didn't have a choice. So there were a lot of things that allowed for us to get back into this situation.
Monty, I've been watching your summer league team play here. Cory and I have really enjoyed the way they played under Jarrett Jack, and obviously Ausar Thompson is in that conversation. What will you take away from this week, or is there anything notable that you've watched in that young player that you'll want to see grow and prosper moving ahead?
Yeah, there's been more than just the stuff that's happened on the floor for us. We've had a chance to have our vets in town and have some good time with them on the floor, interactions with people in the organization, building relationships, and then the stuff that's happened on the floor with Ausar and Sass and some of our younger guys. It's been huge for the growth of our program. I've come into this with an observation perspective. I wanted to look and see and listen before I made assessments and declarations about what we needed to do. And so for me, I'm just watching. And I've enjoyed it. My conversations with staff, with players, with Troy, Mr. Gores, they've been tremendous in my growth as I become ingratiated with the Pistons organization and their history. But make no mistake, I've become a fan of Ausar and Sass, their toughness. We saw it down the stretch last game. Those two guys just made play after play and played winning basketball, which is something that makes me want to take them home and arrange a marriage with my daughters. You know, it's like it was really fun to watch, and their process, even in these 2 weeks, has been really fun for me to watch.
Sean, of course, you know, I was asked earlier today, my favorite teammate during all my tenure in the NBA. This guy right here, I asked 26 years ago to be my son's godfather. So this is the answer to that question. Monty Williams, one of the best people you will ever meet. Detroit, you got a great one. We thank you, my brother, for coming and spending some time with us, and we're looking forward to you. You know I'm always going to be a Pistons fan from here on out. Thank y'all. We'll be back.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.